Okay lads, so today what we're going to be looking at is solving quadratic equations, but before we do that we need to revise factorising quadratic trinomials. Okay, so when we talk about quadratic trinomials, we're talking about an expression in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so we factorised these before back in chapter 6, but we just want to revise them. Okay, so if we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 and I want to factorise this, so what multiplies by what to give x squared plus 5x plus 6? So if we imagine that there's a 1 in front of the x squared, well actually the coefficient of x squared is 1. And I want to find the guide number because we're going to use the guide number method which we used before. So if I say 1 by 6, that's going to give me 1 by 6 equals 6. So my guide number is 6. And the factors of 6 are 1 by 6 and 2 by 3. Now we want these factors to add up to give 5x. Now I could say 6 minus 1 gives 5, but 6 multiplied by minus 1 would give minus 6, so that's no good to us. I could say 2 plus 3 is 5, which would be correct, and then 2 by 3 does give plus 6. So I'm going to take that. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite my quadratic expression as x squared plus 2x plus 3x. So the 5x has now become 2x plus 3x, which is still the same value. And now I have 4 terms, so we're revisiting chapter 6 again here, and now we're looking at groups of common factors. So I factorise by x outside of 2, the groups of common factors for the first 2 terms. Okay, the highest common factor for the first 2 terms, and the highest common factor for the second 2 terms, which would be plus 3 outside of x plus 2. Now the most important thing that we see here, lads, is that these 2 brackets are identical. If those 2 brackets are identical, well that means x plus 2 is a factor of x times x plus 2, and x plus 2 is a factor of 3 times x plus 2, making x plus 2 the common factor. So I bring that outside and I'm left with x plus 3 inside the second bracket, and that's fully factorised.